And welcome back, my friends, to another exciting episode here at ColeJakeTV, where today you're going to be introduced to something you and I have often been told many times in our past. And what Jesus is going to introduce us to today, and to my friends at NCM, and to all of our community and faithful subscribers and members of the ColeJakeTV family, we're going to be introduced to Jesus' golden rule principle today. So my friends, welcome back. We're in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 6, and we've gotten up to about verse 31. And what Jesus is doing is he's sort of set the table. And verse 31 is going to open the floodgates to what is going to become known as the golden rule. And it reads like this: "And just as you want men to do to you, you also do to them likewise." The negative way of stating this principle or this command was really well known long before Jesus. Jesus didn't come up with this as an original saying. It had long been said, you should not do to your neighbor what you would not want your neighbor to do unto you, or to do to you. This is oftentimes a very well said saying, but it was a significant advance, and you will notice, for Jesus to put it in the positive. He puts it in the positive to say that we should do unto others. See? We should do unto others what we want them to do unto us. The golden rule was not invented by Jesus, my friends. It is found in many forms and highly diverse settings. All over the place, you'll actually find it. In fact, there's a story I want to go ahead and get back to here. It says about AD 20, Rabbi Hillel, challenged by a Gentile to summarize the law. So this is back in AD 20. In the short time, the Gentile could stand on one leg. So this rabbi, he's challenged by a Gentile to summarize the law in the short time the Gentile could stand on one leg, reportedly responded. This is the reported response. What is hateful to you, do not do to anyone else. This is the whole law. All the rest is commentary. Go and learn it. And apparently only Jesus phrased the rule positively. In so doing, Jesus made the command much broader when you think about it. It's sort of the difference between not breaking traffic laws and doing something positive like helping a stranded motorist. It's almost that type of contrary way of behavior. Under the negative form of the rule, you'll notice back in Matthew chapter 25, or when we get into Matthew chapter, the Gospel of Matthew, in the 25th chapter, the goats of that Matthew 25th chapter could be found not guilty. So we'll get into a parable that's rather similar when we get into Matthew. Yet under the positive form of the golden rule, notice Jesus' form here. They are indeed guilty. Do you see that? He goes on to say, you also do to them likewise. This especially applies to Christian fellowship. If we would experience love and have people reach out to us, we need to, of course, as the proverb says, be loving and be friendly. We must love and reach out to others. So it goes to reason You know, Spurgeon, the great theologian, is well known for saying this great quote, "Oh, that all men acted on it, and there would be no slavery, no war, no swearing, no striking, no lying, no robbing, but all would be justice and all would be love. What a kingdom is this which has such a law." This makes the law easier to understand. The golden rule principle, or the golden rule law, or the golden law. But it doesn't make it any easier to obey, but we must obey it. Doing unto others as we would like and have them doing unto us. No one has ever consistently done unto others as they would like others to do unto them, except Jesus. Jesus has. All right, let's go on in verse 32 to verse 35. Loving after the pattern of God's love is going to be sort of this breakdown of verses. Verse 32 in your Bibles. "And but if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. And if you lend to those from whom you hope to receive back, what credit is that to you? For even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much back. But love your enemies. Do good and lend, hoping for nothing in return. And your reward will be great. And you will be sons of the Most High. For he is kind to the unthankful, for he is kind to the evil." So we'll finish off with these few verses, just kind of breaking these down. You see, when you see this first portion, if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? I don't think we should regard it as really any matter of virtue. And really no imitation of Jesus. If we merely return the love that is given to us. So what Jesus, I believe, here is saying, you need to step outside of the love that is generated and return to us the love that is given to us. And I think he's wanting you to step outside of that. Remember, Jesus here taught the character. He's oftentimes trying to let you peek through the windows into the kingdom. He's trying to show you the character of the citizens of his kingdom. He's trying to show you the character of what godly character looks like. And so this is what Jesus, I believe, is trying to constantly showcase. And so we should expect that character to be different from the characters seen in the world and of the world that we are a part of. So we should go into each and every day with a new set of lenses or glasses put on, knowing that the character that we're looking for is a godly character that's displayed that which is within us and that which is within each and every Christian that is submitting and obeying and being submissive to the will and the words of the almighty will of God. And you will know this how? They claim to have something that others do not have. Well, they do. They have a renewed spirit. They have a repentant heart. They've been redeemed by Jesus. So do they claim to have something more than others? Well, the claim is valid. We do. And so we must showcase it. We're representatives of the King. We have the Spirit of God dwelling within us. Think about that. We have the Spirit of God. And when he says, you will be sons of the Most High, In doing this, remember this, my friends. To my brothers at NCM, remember this. When it says, you will be sons of the Most High, in doing this, we imitate God, who shows love towards his enemies. That's not easy to do. And is kind to the unthankful, kind to the evil. So what God is doing here is God is saying what Spurgeon, I think, so well quotes that we will leave you with, thinking with today. Spurgeon leaves us with this. We'll get into verse 36 tomorrow. What does God say to us when he acts? I believe that he says this. This is the day of free grace. This is the time of mercy. The hour for judgment is not yet. And when he will separate between the good and the bad, when he will mount the judgment seat and award different portions to the righteous and to the wicked. My friends, I'm your messenger here, GB, here at ColeJakeTV. We'll see you next time. I hope you all have a very blessed and wonderful day. We'll see you next time.